Let's just go play some more ball.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Check 4. 66. Bullet.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
49 to Mike, 149. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, watch it, watch it.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high. Mike 5-9. Regular. Check.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's what I'm talking about.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, tight. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. You don't want nothing. Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Alert. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Night, sweetheart. Hey, wahoo. 58 to Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Hey, Zoo. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
Here's Allen. Blitz coming and down he goes. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
On second and goal, Allen escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, let's go. 58's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. All day, punk. 58's the mic, 58. Five. Pick your game up. 58.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, Singletary, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, D. Hey, just middle. It's just me and you.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Haywood! Target! 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
319! 56! 58 to Mike! Hey, exit! 58 to Mike! I'm scared! 58, boys, 58 to Mike! Right here. Hey, 58 is to Mike! Go 58 to Mike! Hey, tighten down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry now for Gus Edwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He can run for it, and he will. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Ravens.
Ready? The mic, 149. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
First carry now for Justice Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now it's Edwards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Snead's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Alpha. Here we go again. Here we go again.
From just shy of midfield, Allen flush to his right. And it's incomplete.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Pass. That's trash. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Bravo.
Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they even let you play.
To the right side, this is Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go now. 49 to Wolf. 49 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Over. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Mike's 59. Regular. Check. 59.
Hey, Delta.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Good. Watch the twist.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Key tight end.
Alert.
3 down. Check.
On third down, Yeldon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's it. Big hit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Watch the curl. Watch twist. Watch out.
Topper.
Kill.
56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
52.
Watch
You draw Corker. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Check! Check!
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On second down, it's Moss. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Check, check, knock it.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Go, go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Done. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Cut, cut, cut.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, smooth.
Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. On third down, they go with Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Mike's 59. 3 buzz. Check. Middle. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mike. 59. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Alert! Hey, Charlie.
Mike is 59.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Well, now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
58's to Mike.
Alert!
58's to Mike. Crunch time, defense. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. 49, guys. Mike.
Here's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And instead of a looming overtime, things have changed dramatically. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Here we go. Go to base. 49. Hey, they're scared.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Set. Hey, over. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Undercross.
On 2nd down, Dobbins looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Hey, wahoo!
57's the Mike. Mike 57.
You don't know no better.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.